Good morning. It is currently 1 minute to 4 a.m. Me and Gaz are about to head out the door because we're travelling to Poland today. Early morning, but I'm going to take you along with me for the day. Essentially show you what Poland's like whilst we go and see my family. There's a lot of different family anniversaries, etc. going on in Poland. My auntie's and uncle's 40th wedding anniversary. It's my sister's 10th. Essentially just an opportunity to go see all of the family as well, which is absolutely epic. We're only going for 4-ish days. I'll take you with me. But first of all, if you are new here, please like this video. I promise you it's going to be a good one. And most importantly, subscribe so I can continue to put out content and share my life, share training, etc. and all sorts of different information that you might find useful with you. Now, poor Taco is going to stay. She likes her own company. We've got someone coming in to check in on her as well, so she'll be absolutely fine. Peach is with her friends at, well, doggy daycare, where they're looking after her for a few days. Bless her. I think she loves it. I don't know why. I just felt quite emotional leaving her there. Anyway, we need to get in the car. We need to drive, get to the airport. Gaz is just finishing making coffee. That will definitely be needed today. But yeah, let's go. How tired are you today?
Not that bad, to be honest.
To be honest, I'm not that bad. I got up at 3:15. Ugh.
I'll be dying later.
What?
I'll be dying later, but
Yeah, we'll both be dying later. When we arrive as well, we're going to be on babysitting duties as well. When I told my sister that we're coming, it's like, oh, can I stay with you a few days? She was like, perfect. Husband can get you from the airport. However, that day I've got a nail appointment. He's going to work. Can you look after the girls for a few hours? It's going to be fine. They're great. They're great fun anyway. They're 7 and 6, so it'll all be fine. We bought them some Lego as well, so that'll keep them occupied too. I've arrived. Went on a bus, parked in a long stay car park. Needed to get a 2-minute bus to get to the airport. However, the airport looks like a building site. I have no idea what they're doing here. They're doing something. It's only a small airport as well, which makes things a little bit easier in terms of parking, getting to places, etc. We need to drop off our bags and just chill before the flight. Gone through security really quickly, actually. It was busy, but they had all the lanes open, so managed to get through that quite rapidly. Just stopped off to buy some biscuits for my grandma and for my sister. I think we're just going to go and chill. There's a Starbucks here as well, so we could just go and sit down and relax before I want. Currently looking at sunglasses. Well, Gaz is looking at sunglasses. Obviously he's looking at Oakley's because he's in his running era. Polish coming through, sorry. But yeah, he's probably gonna look at the worst looking ones. Put them on for us.
but they're well timed. Jesus.
We'll just continue having a little browse and chew. We've just sat down in Starbucks and I finally got my mic on because I forgot about it earlier and I had it in my bag. So hopefully all the previous clips you can actually hear me in there. But yeah, we are in Starbucks. Gaz has got himself, what you got there? A toasty and a tea. I've got a mint tea and I'm doing a little bit of work. We've got nearly an hour and a half onto our flight, so still plenty of time. So no need to rush, we can just chill, relax before we essentially crack on with everything. Actually, I was very, very surprised as how easily we managed to get through security. Well, that one always gets stopped because of his ileostomy. That always comes up in those like body scanners. But I've got food in my bag, and that was completely fine. There wasn't an issue with that whatsoever. So super glad that I didn't have to wait, because the queue for people having to go through the searches was absolutely horrendous. And I was like, ooh, if my bag has to go through extra checks, we're going to be here a while. But no, everything was absolutely fine, which is perfect. So we've got a little bit of time to crack on with some other things as well. I might download some films or series in case I want to watch something on the plane. I brought my book with me as well, so I might read on the plane. I might do a little bit of work again. Anything that I don't need internet for, I think I might just crack on with. Essentially, I've got options. Depending on what I feel like, I've got options. Or I might just nap, because I am pretty tired. Last night I didn't sleep too well because of certain things happening, like a hospital visit, for example. Thanks to that one. So I was running on very little sleep, and obviously we had to get up super early today, so didn't sleep too much either. But here we are, going to crack on, like I said, drink my tea, and we'll see you later. I've just had to walk around the airport with my laptop open, because the internet is absolutely shocking. The free Wi-Fi that they've got at the airport doesn't work and has no internet connection, so that's great. And my internet on my phone, the connection is just not fantastic. However, Boots have come to my rescue. Well, they had free Wi-Fi, so I just sat outside of Boots doing a lot of work. As you do. It worked. So that's the main thing. I'm just enjoying my cup of tea. Gonna try and finish some bits off where I don't need internet. I'm gonna do those right now. Gaz has gone for a wee. I think our gate doesn't get announced for another 20 minutes or so. So just chilling, just relaxing. Not a terrible start to the day. I might eat my meal one actually. Do I eat now? Tell me, do I eat now or do I wait? Do I eat on the plane or do I eat later on? I don't know. Probably gonna eat on the plane. I'm not too hungry right now. I can wait. It's a rest day as well, so, and I don't want to be starving by the end of the day. So I'm just going to wait and eat on the plane. There we go. The way forward. We're just on the plane. Guys had a little snooze. I tried having a little snooze. It's not really worked. And the child just zoomed past, and again. I'm starting to feel pretty tired, but I don't think I'll be able to sleep. I always struggle with knowing where to put my head. Like, just feels uncomfortable. So, it is what it is. I think I'm going to eat one of my meals that I brought with me. I'm getting quite peckish, so I'm going to have that on the plane. I've actually got more meals with me that I need, so I've prepared 2 meals to take with me for the flight, plus I've prepared my cream of rice. I've not made it, but I've got everything weighed out and dry, put to the side in a little Tupperware with me, just in case of anything happening. Like, I would have been able to get hot water somewhere and make my cream of rice. I don't want to make it just because it'd be a bit minging. But, yeah, prepared just in case, you know what it's like with travelling. Sometimes flights get delayed. But that way, no matter what happened, whilst on prep, I've got all my foods with me that I need. So at least I would have had 3 of my meals out of 5 for the day with me. So if things were super, super delayed, maybe I'd need to work through things. However, even if I was to arrive there in the afternoon, I would have still had all my meals with me, be nicely prepared, stay on track, not miss a meal, and be 100% on plan. Hi, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you? What an angle. So here's a little hack for you when it comes to travelling. I've swapped my potatoes out for rice cakes just because I didn't have my potatoes cold. Plus I thought this would be quite nice to just eat whilst on the plane. But I've got one Tupperware and essentially I've got 2 of chicken meals. But what I've done is I've put them in the Ziploc. I can put the Ziploc, open it up in Tupperware, eat my meal. So I technically have Tupperware for multiple meals. The rest of my Tupperware that I brought with me, I just put in my big case. That way I didn't have to worry about having big amounts of Tupperware in my carry-on bag. I've just absolutely inhaled that chicken and veg. I'm gonna eat my rice cakes in a minute. So this isn't my usual meal one. I don't tend to eat chicken for breakfast. I usually have eggs with some veggies. However, I knew I was going to be eating my meal a little bit later on and out of the house, and I didn't really want cold, soggy eggs. Plus, they could get quite watery, and I didn't want them being taken off me at the airport. So, what I have done instead is I've just moved my meals around slightly in the day. Started off with meals that were slightly easier for me to meal prep to take with me. And I'm just going to have my eggs later on in the day. It's as simple as that. On the rest day, I can just shuffle my meals around however I fancy. And that way, I made sure that I'm still able to eat my meals as normal, still stay 100% on plan. I am prepping at the moment. It is very important to me to stay on plan as much as I can. So, pre-planned, stayed on track, and just easily worked around it, even with travel. Jesus Christ, we have landed, finally. Obviously, a child sat directly in front of me threw up as well. I'm a bit funny about sick, so I was just sat there like, get away from me. Oh, and we have to go on the bus. It's quite nice and warm, which is pleasant. But I'm going to put this away now because I'm going to get squished. Here's an issue when it comes to travelling for a British person. I managed to get through the normal EU gates, e-gates thing. He had to go to get his passports checked. So I had to get our bags. Even managed to go through and I'm still waiting on him. What is he like, being British, having to deal through Brexit. My brother-in-law is picking us up from the airport, which is fabulous, so we're not going to have to worry about making our way to my sister's house at all. My sister lives in Gdansk, so we're going to stay with her for a few days before my dad gets us on Saturday when my mum arrives, because my dad is already in Poland. My mum arrives on Saturday morning, like I said, and we've got a big family party in my hometown city, probably class it as a city. One of those. But yeah, we've got a big family party. Then it's my aunties and uncles' wedding anniversary, so it's a big one. Everyone coming together, which is going to be great to see everyone and have a good old catch up. We've just gotten to my sister's house. She's still working, so she's not here, and she's got a nail appointment. Now, this is why preparing more meals than you need is super, super helpful whilst you're travelling. We've just got in here. Can't think of anything worse than having to cook right now. But guess what? Here's what I've made earlier. I know it doesn't look great, but I'm going to plate it up, have my other chicken meal, and then we're going to go to the shop and get whatever we need for all the other meals for the rest of the day. It's super nice and warm. We had to get changed, both sweating in joggers. So shorts, Ron, Gaz is chilling. I'll probably take you with me when we go to the shop as well. A slightly windswept look. We're just walking to the shop. God, I feel so much better for just moving. I absolutely hate just being crammed in a little space and just being forced to sit down for ages and not move. But we're gonna get food shopping done, get whatever we need to get from the shop now, essentially just set us up for today and the next few days. Probably we won't even have to go to the shop again. We'll see. But yeah, we'll get all the essentials. What I like about Poland, usually if they've got like really big shops, it's like, well, to be honest, they do it in UK as well, but it's like a complex that they've got here.
Yeah, but this is massive though.
It is, to be honest.
The supermarket's like a Costco.
It is massive. The supermarket is like a Costco, so I'm very, very excited. You know, you're getting old when you're getting excited about different like grocery shops, and I'm buzzing because some of the things that they have here are just absolutely fantastic. This place is absolutely massive. Flipping huge. Look at all these fruits and veggies. So much choice. Everything is pretty much just like loose, organic, etc. You know. We were having so much fun. I didn't really film much. Plus we were trying to get a move on because we were getting frozen bits as well. And we didn't want things to melt. What was it? 90 quid they came to. Our bags are full, plus I've got a carrier bag that I'm holding on to as well. But successful shop. There's a few bits that we didn't manage to get, but I knew there could potentially be an issue. So not bad. Gaz is eating an ice cream. How's your ice cream? Melting. Is it nice?
Good.
There we go. I'm gonna get back and make one of my meals because I'm absolutely starving. So, I never actually finished my video yesterday, but we got to my sister's. I was looking after the kids, watching a fashion show. They did a fashion show. Ended up being a bit of a long day. So, today is Friday. Got up. We did the Empower check-ins. So it was the second week of the Empower check-ins for the second Empower program that we are running at the moment, and everyone is doing so great, which is absolutely fantastic to see. But yeah, started off the day super strong. Now it's time for me to train. I actually couldn't get into the gym. It's the same gym group that I have used when I went to see my family in February. So this is going to be the same sort of group that I'm going to be using when I go home tomorrow. Unfortunately, I couldn't get in. You have to it's a 24-hour gym, so you have to log in. They've got these kiosks outside, log in, pay. You can do it online, but you have to have a published bank account, or you need to use your IBAN to do a transfer. I was like, let me just use my card, so I'll just do it at that. But it wasn't working. And a really nice Mr. Manager came out. He's like, can I help you? And I was like, I really can't work this. It's just not working, because it was just loading. It was just not quite working. He's like, oh, I'll reset this little desk. And he was like, actually, I'll let you in, but if you sign up to this thing, they don't send you emails. You just get an account with this thing. It's sort of like health checks provider. If you just sign up with that, you could just train. I was like, sound. So managed to get into the gym for free. I'm going to do my lower body session, and then I'm going to do my cardio as well right after. So it's going to be a little bit of a long one. It's a bit warm. Gaz was nice enough. He walked me to the gym, but he's gone for a run now. So I'm going to crack on with everything. Probably film a few clips of my session as I go along. You know, they don't have the same equipment that I have at Ultraflex. We are spoiled for choice at Ultraflex, but we still make it work no matter what. So let's crack on with the lower body session.
training. I'm going to do my cardio. I just decided to do it all in one go today because it saved me from potentially having to do 2 gym passes, and considering obviously the mess I've experienced with trying to get a pass, that just made things so much easier now. So, cardio to do. Oh yeah, I was so smug about getting let into the gym for free. Well, when I was trying to get it all done, he ended up charging me, so I didn't come in for free. I got charged for a day pass, like a normal person. So there's that. Yeah, I'm going to do cardio. I'm going to do it on the spin bike. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to make it hard. I'm going to go on the Stairmaster. Fuck it, why not? Let's get a sweat on. So, slight change of attire. Finished this training session in the end. Gaz finished his run and walked over, and we just walked back together. Now we are out and about. We are currently in Starbucks. I've got a call soon with a potential client, so I'm just going to do that. Gaz is enjoying a little muffin thing, it's like a Cinnabon, but a blueberry one, and apparently it's disgustingly good.
Heroin.
Like heroin, as I said. How would you know? We've actually come into town and we're gonna walk around the old town, have a little wander, get some steps in, just walk around, see what's up, see what's happening, see what they've got here. Yeah, it should be good. Also, in Starbucks, if you get something like cold brew or something, you can actually have it, like, if you have it in the shop, they put it in a big glass. They don't do that in the UK, do they? They put it in a to-go cup. So I've got this, and yeah, gonna have a bowl, gonna have a little wander around. I'll show you Gdansk. It's my favourite city in the entire world. I just love it so much. Yeah, I'm so glad that I'm here. Unfortunately, only just for a couple of days, but it's better than nothing.
Somebody help me get over it. Somebody help me, yeah. Somebody help me get over it. Somebody help me, yeah.
Here we go. We're in Gdansk Old Town. This street is essentially called a long street because it's pretty long. That's one way to describe it. Well, this is essentially the kind of main street in the old town where everything is. Loads of restaurants, loads of cafes, bakeries. Polish people love their shops, so there's a bakery right next to us, which looks very, very good. I think we're going to find somewhere to sit down and have some food. I brought my food with me. I bet at some point Gaz is going to want to try something.
I've got food.
Have you got? Well, he's got his food, but you know, maybe a sweet treat here and there. But I've got my food with me. I've prepped my meals, so I don't have to worry about going hungry. We're going to walk all the way up to the river and probably walk down there as well, which will be really nice. Show you all the sights, show you what Gdansk is all about. How do you like it so far?
Nice.
Southern-wise?
Because I was here, it was a bit minging, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first and last time that Gaz came here was after my show, near enough 3 years ago, God. And it was late October time, so it was cold, rainy, etc. So it's nice to be here in the summertime. But yeah, I absolutely love this place. This is my favourite place in the world. And the ice cream hole. If you're in Poland, you've just got to have that ice cream. You just got to. Oh, and they've got it there. They've got it everywhere. This is kind of the area where I grew up. I didn't necessarily grow up in Gdansk, but I'm from a city, which we'll show you, that is not even an hour away. But because it was so close, my parents owned a business and they'd essentially come here every single weekend to get stock for their shop. So we'd come with them. So my childhood was pretty much always coming to Gdansk. My sister lives here now as well with her family. this is kind of where I grew up. And you know what? Even considering that I am biased because this is where I grew up, it's still my favourite place in the world because it's just so beautiful. It has just absolutely incredible charm to it. Warsaw is nowhere near as good. So if you're thinking about going to Poland, yes, Krakow's amazing, but Gdansk has got this thing to it, the character that it has with the old town, with the water. You've got the sea literally 20 minutes away from here because you've got the Tri-City, which is Gdansk, Sopot and Gdynia. So you've got the amazing Gdansk with the old town. There's plenty to do. Then you've got Sopot, which is literally essentially a beach resort. It's got the longest wooden pier in Europe, I believe, there as well. So there's that there. And then Gdynia is more history related. So thinking of World War II and all the ships, etc. Ship making, all of that's there as well. So I'd highly recommend it. Also, if you are interested in Second World War, a place where the Second World War started is actually nearby. I know. Travel with Magda. You're welcome. But yeah, the place where the war technically started is nearby as well, and you can go and visit it. And they've got this massive monument there as well. So yeah, you know, travel tips with Magda, taking you through Poland. We're literally sat just by a restaurant, not in it, we're on a bench with a view. I'm not sure if you can, there you go. That's a lovely view. However, here's my food. Here's what I made earlier. Travelling on prep is easy if you just stay prepared. I brought everything I needed with me. I got all my sups with me, I got cream of rice with me, and I'm just doing my meals as normal. So I'm going to have a lovely view, sit in the, sunshine's gone at the moment, but sit down, eat our meals and just carry on walking around and just seeing what's up. You're gonna have your bagel. Gas has got a bagel. Chicken bagel. And ham. And I'm going to have my cream of rice. Yes, you carried the bag. Essentially, it was on its side when I opened the bag. So there's that. There you go. Chicken and veg. I don't even want to open that cream of rice. It's going to be a mess. We just walked around, had our food, walked around a little bit more. Now we're in this shopping centre. It's very nice here actually. I'll show you, they've got like a little lazy river thing. I hope you can hear me because they've got a DJ on or something. They've got this little river thing. It's got forum. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go home now. Walked around. Gaz is tired, he's gone for a run, and obviously we've walked around, so he's done so many steps. And he's pretty knackered. To be honest, I'm going to be ready to have another meal by the time we get back as well. So it's probably wise that we go, get cracking, and probably spend some time with my nieces.
Now, good morning. Today is Sunday. I don't think I filmed at all yesterday, but yesterday was so hectic. We had to get my mum from the airport, drive home to my home city, go get ready, go to the party. I had the family party. I think I've got some clips from that, so I'll insert them now. But yeah, it was just such a hectic day. Now it's 8 a.m. I'm going to the gym. My whole family's still asleep, and I think my bus is on the way. I'm getting the bus into town, going to the gym, and I think I'm going to then walk back. And yeah, at least that way I'm going to have everything done nice and early. Don't have to worry about doing it later on. That'll be all sorted. So I am in a little bit of a pickle.
The gym that I'm going to is a 24-hour gym. And I was like, perfect. But it's in a building, it's in like a shopping centre, which opens at 10. None of the doors are open. How do I get in? Do I have to go through the car park? Who bloody knows? But yeah, I'm just wandering around. All the doors are shut. So this is a great start so far. So me going early to the gym, currently I have wasted about half an hour trying to walk around this massive building, trying to find a way in. I hope I managed to find one because I don't really fancy waiting over an hour for them to open. Christ. Oh, let's see how that goes. Hopefully there is a way in there. Oh, I can see someone. Are they going to the gym? They look like they've got a cap on, and I think they've got a backpack on. Looks promising. There is a door for the gym, but it's like one of those, you know, like employee side doors. It looks like that. Oh, finally, but I hope I'm able to get in because I don't have a day pass yet. I was going to buy it there because it's a struggle buying it online. Christ, annoying. Well, this isn't creepy at all. I have made it, finally, God, after getting lost in the car park, because the stairs, the creepy stairs, take you out to the car park, and that's where the signs for the gym stop. And there's different entrance points in the car park, and I had to find the right one. So there was that. And then obviously the payment, me trying to sort it out, buying a voucher thing, day pass, that stopped working, so I had to get a manager. Thankfully, someone was in at this time. So I'm going to crack on with my session. I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to film, to be honest. I just want to get it done, get my cardio done, and yeah. But yeah, you might see some clips from this session, you might not. We'll see what comes after this. So this is the gym. Got cardio equipment, then all the machines, etc. is behind it. All matrix, but it does the job. It's not too bad. And that's the shopping centre there. But yeah, got cardio cables and all the machines. I've just finished a training session. It's a bit warm. And I got it wrong, it's not just matrix equipment, there's techno gym. Is it pure strength? Yeah, a mixture. It's not the greatest, however they've got a really good variety of equipment. Like, anything that you need to do, there will be a machine for it, which is fantastic. I'm just going to put some of my bits back and do my cardio. Yeah, half an hour cardio. Probably gonna watch Housewives I do that, and it'll be time to go home. I'm just walking back. As you can see, this lovely path. The house, so my childhood home, my parents still own it in Poland, and this is where they're going to come back to retire to. But it's ever so slightly kind of, it's on the outskirts of the city. However, there is this lovely path to get to it. So I'm just walking back from the gym. I thought that way I can just tick off a good number of steps, nice and early, and then I can just spend some awesome time with my family after that, which is fabulous. I'm starving now. I'm definitely ready to eat. I've messaged Gaz, hoping that he'll be able to make my cream right for after training. So I think I'm about 10 minutes walk away, which is not too bad. Gonna get back, eat, shower, and crack on with the rest of the day. It's 20 past 11, so not bad at all. So yeah, day's still early, still plenty that we can do. Now, I am still prepping. That hasn't gone away at all. And I've got to say, organising this trip, coming to Poland, has been so easy. Why? Because I did a little bit of research and a little bit of prep before I left for Poland. So, things like gym. I knew exactly where I'm going to be. And you know, usually when people go away, they stay in one place. I went from one city to another. I've researched where I could go, gym-wise, where I could make sure that I go in, get my sessions done. Apart from that, I've also brought a lot of stuff with me. So things like cream of rice. I knew I'm not going to be able to get it in the normal shop, am I? So dry goods, things like cream of rice, my whey isolate, all my intra-drink stuff, so creatine, glutamine, carbs, MPS Max that I use, so EAAs, all of that I just put in little bags and put it in my bag. It's not that hard. I just weighed it out, chucked it in, rather than having to take the whole big tub. I've just brought more than I needed, obviously just in case, but still had all of my supplements with me from that side of things. My health supplementation, the little pots that I put my supplements into, the little organisers, brought that with me, made sure that I had enough days sorted for whilst I'm away. Again, nice and easy. I brought nut butter with me. I brought gluten-free oats with me as well. I wasn't sure how easy it would be for me to find gluten-free oats, and I would rather stick with gluten-free oats. So that just made things super easy. When it comes to nut butter, I thought it might be a bit expensive. Not every single corner shop is going to sell it. Again, I just brought that with me in my bag. I actually brought a little bit more chicken than I needed with me as well. So we had some pre-prepped chicken in Tupperware. So apart from my meals, when it comes to the meals that I had with me whilst travelling, I packed some more chicken for an in-case situation, but also in case I couldn't get chicken, for example, in a shop. Again, if I was to go to a corner shop, I had chicken already, so I didn't have to stress about having to miss meals, not being able to have a meal, etc. Now, another very important thing when it comes to traveling abroad, and if you're prepping, dieting, if you want to stay on plan, is just make sure that you've got a shop nearby. Again, same as with the gym, doing a little bit of research prior to going, right, where's the nearest shop? Okay, does that seem like a big grocery shop? If it's like a little corner shop, the choice probably not going to be great. They're probably not going to have a huge range of products. But a big shop, how far is it? My sister, where I was staying with her, I knew she had this massive shop nearby that would probably have near enough everything that we needed. I know there was some other little shops nearby as well that weren't little, but they were smaller. We're talking about the first one being as big as Walmart, and I knew, if I was going to be able to get things, that's probably going to be the place to go. But there was other shops around there. My family home, I know where I can get things here as well. And guess what? I also just spoken to my sister and my dad, who was already in Poland, going can you just get me a few bits when you go shopping? So when I arrived, I didn't have to stress about having to get out, go and get different things, because I already had things prepared for me. Like I said, it literally took half an hour of my time, I think in total, to organise the research side of things. Where's the gym? Where's the shop? Okay, can I ask my family to get me some bits? And then when it comes to packing, I was just mindful to make sure to pack things that I needed to take with me. It's just as easy as that. We have just been for some ice cream. And when I say we have been for ice cream, it means I got a coffee and had my cream of rice, whilst everyone else had ice cream. It's actually quite clever because the girls, my nieces, had little, like there was one like joystick shaped bowl, and they put the ice cream scoops in there and then put Smarties on it so it looked like buttons, so it was quite clever. And then there was one, the other one was a bear, I think, and Smarties were like buttons and stuff. Gaz had pistachio and espresso ice cream, and he said it was very good. What was your favourite?
Pistachio.
Pistachio. And I had my cream of rice, and that was 10 out of 10 as always. But yeah, we're just walking around the old town, but my sister and brother-in-law have to go home soon, so we're gonna all go back. They can pack up. I can always get some more steps done outside and that'll be near enough the day done. It's gone quick, but I'm glad that I was able to get a good chunk of things done earlier on today, just so that I don't really have to worry about it this afternoon, and I'm just able to spend some quality time with my family. And that's the thing, when it comes to doing things like this, you know, I still got things that are important to me that I want to do. I knew I wanted to spend time with my family as well, so just got up early, did what I needed to do in terms of work, went to the gym, got things done before anyone was really up, come back, and we were able to crack on with the day and do things together. Unfortunately, the time has come for us to go home. It's sad times. As you can see, we've just had some food. Well, I've had my cream of rice. I had it now because I didn't want it to tip over, go everywhere into bread. There's nothing worse than like a mess of cream of rice. I've got my food packed up ready for me. Gaz had a zapiekanka, which is like a Polish, what would you call it? Like a kind of like a cheese toasty, but essentially it's on a baguette and it's long, and they tend to put mushrooms, cheese on it. You had a chicken one, didn't you? Yeah, you had a chicken one. Yeah, it's kind of like put it in the oven, let the cheese melt. How was it? Good? Good. Yeah, I'm just having a coffee, staying hydrated with the water that I bought. I bought myself a, where is it? Let me clip this on so you can hear me. But I bought this, which is a watermelon and mint black tea, and it's, you know, 0 sugar. There's 5 calories in this, so that's going to be nice. Instead of having like a fizzy drink, I thought I'll have this. Just chilling. I'm just downloading some bits onto my tablet so I can watch something on the plane. I'm pretty tired. I didn't sleep too well last night. Well, I went to bed nice and early. Someone was tossing and turning because he had a nap yesterday, so he couldn't sleep, which woke me up. But then at 5 a.m. I could hear an alarm going off, and it was going off for like, we're talking like 15 minutes, and I was just losing my mind.
And the dog.
Huh?
And the dog.
And the dog. There was a dog just kicking off. But anyway, I could hear that alarm, and I was like, what is going on? Where is this alarm coming from? My grandma was out. Just literally the alarm was going off right by her head. She didn't hear it, so I just turned it off. But yeah, it was a little bit, it's one of those, it's a little bit bittersweet, you know, going home. I'm going to miss all my family. I'm going to miss my nieces, my sister, my grandmas. It's a shame that I couldn't spend more time here, but then again, whilst on prep, I do kind of just want to get home and get back in my normal routine as well. If it wasn't for me being on prep, it would have been so much easier. But, you know, being in your normal routine, your normal bed, you know, being able to go to the shop and knowing exactly what you can get as well, you know, not having to think about, well, I'm in a different country, well, what am I going to get? I didn't have to worry about that. So I'm looking forward to being able to just relax a little bit more from that side of things. And having my car, so I can just go to the gym or wherever, whenever I need to as well. But yeah, our flight is in an hour's time. I'm going to finish the coffee, get some things done, get a little bit of work done as well. I managed to get a good amount of work done this morning. I got all the check-ins done for my clients. And speaking of check-ins, you know, I am an online coach, so if you would like to get started, if you'd like someone to help you on your journey, having someone in your corner is definitely a great tool to have, definitely makes things a lot easier. All the details for how to get in touch with me when it comes to online coaching are down below, so have a look. But yeah, going to get a little bit more work done, get some replies done to my clients, because I'm not going to be able to do that whilst on the plane, and just have a little chill. It's actually funny because the weather has been quite nice. My sister was saying that it was raining the whole time. Like the week before we came, it was just raining the whole time. There wasn't really any rain at all. It was nice and sunny whilst we were here, and they literally started chucking it down today. So we've been quite lucky. We've missed it. We've had some nice weather. Well, it did drizzle a little bit yesterday when we went out for ice cream. Ice cream and cream of rice for me. But yeah, relax, have a coffee, socialise, and go back home and pick up Peachy, because she is having the best time at her, doggy daycare, night care, doggy care, boarding. She looks like she's having great fun, because they sent her some pictures through, like some updates that they put on Instagram, and she's loving life. Taco's at home. She has just been chilling on her own, which I bet she loved. Will checked in on her. Thank you so much, Will. But he checked in on her a few times, giving her some food. So yeah, get back to our zoo and back to reality.
And we are back. How was that landing, Gaz?
Interesting.
Genuinely, I have never seen everyone on the plane have to brace themselves against the seat in front of them.
You know it was going to be a rough landing like 5 minutes before we fucking landed there.
Literally 5 minutes before, it was just like all over the place. We felt like we were on a roller coaster. And as it was coming closer to landing, everyone was literally just holding onto the seat in front of them to like not fly out their seat. It was horrendous. Oh, but we're here. Took a while for us to get our bags, but we are on the way back now. Got our car. To be honest, we were very lucky. The shuttle bus to the car park pulled up literally as we were walking towards it. So that was nice and quick. Got the car. We're going home now. Well, we're going to stop at dog boarding first and pick up Peachy, because we've got space for her. So we're going to just get her on the way home. Really looking forward to seeing her. I bet she's had great fun. I wonder whether she'll want to come home. Probably not. But yeah, I'm gonna get Peachy, go home, and that'll be day done, and travel in Poland done. Nice and quick. 4-day trip. I wish it was a bit longer, but it was still great. It's still a nice little time away. Hello. We're going home. Just picked up Miss Squidge. He was very excited to see us. Weren't you? Very panty. She got very, very excited. Now it's time to go home and relax with our girls. Are you excited, Peach? Peachy? Peachy?
What's the...
I'm not sure. There's something there. Hi. We are home. Finally. Gosh, my hair is looking an absolute mess. But we are home. Taco was very excited to see us as well. She came down and was wanting all of the attention, even though Peach was there, and she's not too keen on her just yet. You know, they're getting better. They're getting better. But she's still not too sure about her. She's a little bit too much energy-wise for her. But yeah, she came to get some attention from us and get a cuddle as well, which was great. I've just done a little bit more work. I'm just going to chill because I am absolutely knackered. It's been a long day. It's been a few long days, to be honest. It's been pretty much go, go, go whilst we were in Poland. But it was so, so great. I'm so glad that I was able to go away. And guess what? Even though I'm prepping, I was still able to stay on track with everything and stay on plan every single day. Nothing got missed. I had all my meals as normal. I had any sort of, for example, I couldn't get the normal yogurt that I do. I found the closest alternative that I could to that had my meals as normal every single day. I had my supplements as normal every single day. I did my cardio, I did my training sessions. Nothing got missed because my prep and my goals are important to me, but seeing my family and going to these sort of events is super, super important to me as well. And guess what? You can do both. I still went to the family party. That was sort of the main reason why I was there. You know, I didn't eat the meals that were there, but I took stuff with me. I took my foods with me. And that brings me to something very, very important when it comes to things like bodybuilding, you know, any sort of goals that you set out for yourself that might be physique related, you know, maybe fat loss, things like that. Remember, it is your responsibility to explain what you are doing to your loved ones, your friends, you know, your family. With the event that I was going to, obviously my goals are super important to me, but I still wanted to be present. I made sure that prior to me going, rather than me just turning up and being like, I'm not eating anything, because my family was still paying, you know, for the restaurant, for the foods, I said, I really want to be a part of your day. However, this is what I'm doing, which means that I won't be able to eat any of the foods there just because I'm very, very specific with everything that I'm eating. So if that's okay, I'm going to bring my foods with me. I just need a chair. I just need somewhere to sit down. And guess what? My family were like, we don't really get it, but you know what? Okay, you're doing that. We're so happy that you still want to be a part of our big day. That's not a problem whatsoever. They had a chair for me. They were like shouting for the staff to get me a proper plate so I could transfer my foods onto the plate if I wanted to, rather than eating out of Tupperware, which I didn't mind at all. But see, that was something that I needed to do. When it comes to things like that, your family and friends might not understand, you know, that you might have to weigh out your foods, that you might have to do things a certain way. And it's your responsibility to explain it. You know, your goals are important. Not everyone around you doesn't need to understand exactly why you're doing things the way you are doing them and, you know, how you are doing them. But you explaining the importance of those and that what you are doing is something that is extremely important for you, your health, whatever your reasonings are behind, you know, whatever sort of stage you are at, whatever your journey is at the moment. It's important that you do explain it to your close family and friends. At the end of the day, with me, you know, things like prep, this is a choice. You know, this is something that I wanted to do, and I wanted to be a part of my family's big day, which was the 50th wedding anniversary. You know, that was a great opportunity for me to catch up with my family. My grandma, one of my grandmas, is turning 95 soon, you know. You know, these sorts of occasions are very, very important for me to go and see her, the rest of my family that I'm close with, and even, you know, family that I've not seen for however many years because I'm not in Poland. When I go for a week, I don't have time to go and see them. So no, it was absolutely fantastic. So I was able to still enjoy it, not miss out on anything, and made sure that I continue on as normal on prep as well. But I'm going to finish this video here. I am going to go and make my last meal and just relax and chill. We're back to normal tomorrow. Work never stops. So I'm going to finish this video here because I'm absolutely knackered now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Leave me a comment down below. You know, have you ever prepped and travelled? You know, have you got anything that you could maybe share with anyone else that they might find useful if that's something that they'd be doing in the future? What else would you like to see from me as well? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you are interested in working with me, if you are interested in working with me as a client in terms of online coaching, all the details as to how to get in touch with me from that side of things are in the description below as well. But most importantly, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I cannot make these videos without the support from you guys, and if you subscribe, I'll be able to continue to put out content and make sure that I can, you know, share any sort of little lessons learned, etc. with you all. So if I make those mistakes or anything that I can share, anything that I know that might make your life easier in the future, this is a great opportunity to do so. So I'm going to switch off, relax, and I will see you in the next one.